out of bed, and as soon as I'm walking around after I get out of bed, I'm wide awake. That's never happened before, ever in my life.
That's been a big change. I don't hit snooze anymore. I used to be like an every 15 minutes for, 45 minutes to an hour. And now, actually, often I wake up before my alarm and I'm not having that groggy, don't want to get out of bed, miserable feeling.
You get a sleep test and you see that your sleep apnea has gone away. But I didn't need the sleep test because I, instead of waking up, feeling like I slept under a truck, I was waking up full of energy again.
And I love that because now I no longer take naps. I have tons of energy.
I do wake up feeling refreshed. I feel like throughout my day, I'm not needing to take a nap.
But now I feel a lot better. Like there were days where I would wake up feeling like I didn't sleep at all. And you put that with like 2-3 weeks of that and you're just exhausted all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Versus now, wake up every day refreshed. Now
I can start with my father. My father was one of Dr. Brandon's first patients that he treated. My father came to us pretty unhealthy, had some health conditions. He was wearing a CPAP at the time, but his AHI was a 56.2. And after learning about sleep apnea and how we treat it, I knew that I wanted my dad to come in, and I knew that I at least wanted us to try to get his AHI down. With him being severe, I knew that that was going to be a pretty hard feat. And he didn't hate the CPAP, which is fine, but I wanted to see what he thought of the appliance. And we got him treated, and at his efficacy study, he was down below a 5, and we were absolutely shocked.
During the week, I never nap.
No sleeping during the day, not even any tiredness. I mean, obviously, I teach at the university and other things like this, so I get on pretty heavy schedules.
Use it every night. Now I can't even imagine a night of not using it.
It's honestly been life-changing.
It has significantly decreased my snoring, but I will say all of us are sleeping better, even my son.
Basically, within a month, I had enough information that this was working and it was something that's worth pursuing. Yeah, so the most obvious one was the number of times I was waking up during the night went down significantly.
But I don't see that sleepiness during the day now. I can go home and if I get a break during the day, sometimes I'll go home and watch a little TV. I'm not falling asleep on the couch anymore, like at one point that I might have.
And I don't have bags under my eyes and I actually feel well rested, so I know it's working. I'm actually getting into the REM sleep that I need, which apparently based on the studies, I was getting not even an hour a night, and now I'm actually getting the amount that I should be.
After 2 or 3 months, you look back and think, oh, hell, I'm sleeping all the way through the night now.
Yeah, gradual process.
Yeah, I don't feel like I need to take a nap in the afternoon. And I'm not nodding off when I'm driving, on the highway. Yeah.
As we know, sleep is very important. And I thought I was sleeping, but I wasn't, not compared to what I do now.
And also the fact that I can stay asleep for 8 hours now is a huge improvement. That's something that I didn't think my body could do.
And I have not even had a bleep of a fast heart rate probably since the second week I started the sleeps. I mean, it's been amazing. I sleep I do not take supplementals any longer to sleep, which were just, over the counter, but still, I don't take any of that.
I did notice, I didn't really have to take naps during my break, and I felt pretty good. Probably like about maybe about a month or so after wearing it, the final stage, I started feeling some positive results. So it worked, and it's literally, it has changed my life.
It still works. It keeps me from snoring, and it keeps me from having those sleep interruptions during the night.
My husband stopped snoring once he started wearing the appliance, and
back into, I think my AHI score was 5, which is right at the normal. Yeah.
I have not had any atrial fibrillation, since I started, I have not had any rapid heart rate where I've had to stop and look at my Apple Watch. I have not had anything. I just am normal since I started the using the appliance. I mean, that's what was so awesome. You get to sit there and see on her computer, this is how you slept. This is the sleep apnea that you had. That week that I was a 3, it was nothing. There was 0.
Now that I do have the oral device, I mean, I don't need to nap during the day anymore. I feel like I've actually slept.
I'm sleeping better than I have probably in a long time, including being on the CPAP, in my opinion. Really? Since we started this summer and gotten off of the CPAP, left it cold turkey, and we went with the sleep appliance, making our adjustments, I feel like I'm sleeping better. And you look at the tools that we have available to you and the tool that I use, look at the Snore app, see how I'm doing. I'm impressed.
I sleep better. I get a better quality of sleep overall. It's not like I never need a nap. I still need an occasional nap. Just not every day, all day. I might still fall asleep in church occasionally, but I try not to.
My blood pressure, I didn't even mention that, the bottom number has come down 3 to 5 points in the last 3 weeks from being on it for so long. That was another thing. I don't really have high blood pressure, but it was a little bit high, and it is normal.
The quality of the sleep. I was able to reach a deeper state of sleep, and I was able to stay in that state for longer. Previous to that, the only way I was able to achieve that level of sleep was by using things like sleeping tablets or whatever.
Since I've got my oral device, I mean, it's always been non-existent. I wake up in the same position I was in the morning. I wake up with the oral device still in.
But now with the mouthpiece, it's pulling my jaw open more, so my airway is completely unobstructed, and so I get 100 times better sleep, and it's almost never do I have any breaks in my sleep patterns.
If you'll pardon the pun, most people are asleep to how bad their sleep is.